One of the things we talked about in our meeting yesterday was India's reaction to tariffs on their buying oil from Russia, which helps to fuel the war in Ukraine. And given that China is the world's largest purchaser of Russian oil, how will you explain the distinction to the Indians about why they have been spared the same kind of tariff treatment from the administration?
So 3 points, Senator, on that. We're actively negotiating with the Indians right now. In fact, the president has invited their commerce and their trade ministers to come visit us next week, and they'll be meeting with Ambassador Greer here in Washington. Part of that will include a hopeful deal. We're not that far apart right now on a deal. In fact, they're negotiating the nitty-gritty of a deal. Secondly, look, we hold our friends to a different standard. Frankly, we expect more from India than we do sometimes from other nations. I do think it will get resolved over the next few weeks. And finally, we commend you and the chairman. You're both co-sponsors of Senator Lindsey Graham's bill, which seeks to impose 500% tariffs. So the president has imposed 25% tariffs. The bill that almost every single member of this committee is a co-sponsor of goes much higher. So I think we're all in agreement on that.
Well, I certainly agree with that, and I hope that you will encourage that we treat China in the same way as we treat India, given what they're doing to fund Russia's war machine.
Not only that, Senator, but as you know with the president, he is very much open to that. He's spoken about that. In fact, he's encouraging our European allies to do the same, and so I think we are on the same page.
Another area that remains under-discussed is cooperation with India, specifically on energy. India has the world's largest population, a booming economy, and it's on track to become the world's largest economy in future years. President Trump is committed to American energy dominance, and obviously my home state of Texas is a powerhouse when it comes to energy. Talk a little bit about the possibilities for U.S.-India energy cooperation.
Look, possibilities are endless, Senator, as you pointed out. We fully intend in these trade talks that are ongoing right now to open the markets to crude oil, petroleum products, liquefied natural gas. You're talking about a population of 1.4 billion individuals there. Their middle class, by our definition, is larger than the entire United States of America. And so we have countless possibilities to expand into those markets, and we fully intend to do that.